given that the counter pick is going to be there and available. They're going to go right in for the Shadow Fiend here, and then does not take long at all.
I think they went TA regardless of what Elements picked. The TA was just seemed to fit their draft, give them some good.
So the gank will fail with a big miscommunication, and
he should still go down. They still have another roll. They have Fade Bolt up too. Yeah, Cole's going to die here for sure.
Yep. One last hit, and Solo will take the first blood.
Definitely some miscoordination there, though, but in the end, it's exactly what they wanted. Pasha getting very good levels in that offlane because of that pull, as well as just being versus dual lane.
Mitch just hung around way too long, and this is what we're worried about with this real strong defensive lane from Virtus Pro. You need to have more than just a Nyx Assassin up there to survive.
I think it's actually pretty important that he has a side ward in that, so he can play in the aggressive, so he knows when the supports move. Because right now, since he has that ward just defending his...
yeah, he might be thinking about doing a bottle run, but it's a little too late for that.
Picks up a haste around the TA in the top lane, and he's going in.
Well, Cole's low enough, so yeah, no one with 3 points up in refraction actually uses the deny on the melee creep to get the first bit of side blade damage onto the SF, and it's a very quick, easy 2 hits after that, and the Shadow Fiend is toast. But they know that Lil is down here farming, so there's an opportunity for a kill, but if Mitch starts with his attack, Lil's going to have time to react, and that's his issue, and that's exactly what happens, but no, the kick and the stun is actually all in range, so he rolling boulders into Elements, and they pick off the offlaner.
Swift ending, does get scouted out, Rage gets stolen. That's a very nice defensive ability for Rubik as well. Mid lane, this could be where no one gets pressured here.
Yeah, he gets stunned, his refraction charges it down, he got 2 bottle charges up his sleeve, but he needs extra help. Park's going to be there, triggers off the Guardian Angel, and no one wants to try and start fighting. With that side blade damage, they've got to stop walking in a straight line. They're taking too much extra spill damage. And no one's already got his refraction up. Now in comes Swiftning, in through the back end. He wants to try and bring down the Omni, but there's just too much damage with Earth Spirit turning on the Magnetize. Both Goggy as well as Mish just have to roll out of here, but Lil rolls in right on top of the Lion, onto the Eclipse as well. The damage is so heavy from Virtus Pro, and Solo is here to make sure the SF cannot even escape. Ramsey's with a triple kill. This was a fight that was starting on bottom lane with VP pressuring.
I believe Virtus Pro knows something is up.
Yeah, they just pinged
smoked
it
on the high ground.
They just pinged it and changed the wards over from Solo's stash. Maybe not that great. He put down the Observer ward. He got the secondary sentry, so he saw Mitch for a moment, pick up the live stealer, throw him back in.
Silenced.
No one. Oh, with a kick as well. So much damage. No one is going to tear apart this Elements lineup. A double kill for him. Even Rubik stealing Infest, so he jumps inside the Templar Assassin.
And pick him up a gem, even very, very shortly, take out the shrines, take a gem, and then that would be their avenue to go to the high ground, but they're not even waiting.
It's fight time. Like, he actually needs an item to fight right now, TP back, maybe just hold on to the buyback. But this tier 3 tower, okay, well, LeBron didn't survive long. Ogre is meant to be one of the tankiest support heroes in the game. But when you're running a Templar Assassin with that much negative armor effect, it's hard to survive. Even now, Swiftning trying doing his work on the front lines, but Lil jumps in the back, and everyone gets magnetized, silenced up. They're trying to run in deep, and remember, no one's got a license to dive at the moment because he has that Aegis the Immortal, plus he's actually got the Omni-Knight behind him. So with the extra heals, they try and fight. Solo finally pops back out again, the Infestation, picking up Mitch, just delaying up a little bit. Lil, they'll finger him down. Finally, they get that kill, but Ramsey turns the ulti on, and it's going to be a Solo SF ulti almost onto him, can turn his attention towards Mitch. Lose the beams off cooldown right now, but it's not enough damage to find that kill, but it won't matter. No one's still on a bit of a rampage, and they call it 18-minute GG call coming out from Elements. Virtus Pro looking strong and looking very much in control.
The Omni-Knight pick completely dismantled everything that they could actually do in the fights.
I like what Elements pick because it's what they're comfortable with, and I think they're gonna do a lot better this game than the other one, than the previous one.
For the Darkseid, like the Darkseid wants to have that nice little burn damage against the Juggernaut, but Healing Ward's going to counter most of that. The other option they had was the Lifestealer option, where they start off with a spin. Mitch will have to take that little bit of extra damage. Remember, Ramsey doesn't take any extra damage from the Iron Shells. They'll turn around for a disruption. Now, the Omni-Knight died in the meantime, so Elements do spill first blood up on that top lane, and Mitch will survive the initial attack.
Weird pull thing in the bottom lane is that he's not showing on the map at all. So Mitch is like, I can't play aggressively. Top lane Pasha is actually getting gone on again. Repel being used. He's got the bug on him. One more auto attack. not going to get it.
No, and even not Sccc under the lane, but it's in mid lane too, where no one got initiated on. There you do have the imprisonment up. You've still got Glimpse available here from Goggy. Lil's in the neighborhood. His Fissure is also up, so they start off with the disruption. That's over on the Earth Spirit. He wants to roll out. Won't happen. It was actually on cooldown too. So the Earth Spirit will actually be punished for the initiation that Elements began.
Situation for the VP. While Ramsey just gets left in bottom lane, which is just fine for him. He's almost 6 now too, so he can even go for the solo kill on Mitch, which looks like he wants to go for it, gets it, and he's got him.
Yeah, with the spin they do have it. Meanwhile, up on top lane, the Purification. I was wondering if they're going to get into a better position for it with that disruption, catching the Weaver out. It was just a simple group up into Purification and the damage was guaranteed.
The same time as the last game. Last game he had like pretty much free farming lane there, and now he's got it at the same time anyway. LeBron looking to get aggressive on no one here in the mid lane. Lil does not have a TP as well, so no one looks to be a bit alone, but they don't really have the pressure
Shrapnel
for it.
cover. Like, he actually gets in front. Earthspirit can't get back to the right side of the river, and a quick assassination. He had the repel available as well to give that extra protection for the sniper to go for it.
Earthshaker's their only lockdown really in this game too for him. Oh, those are the early kills are very important. Oh, mid lane. Could see the aggression come out. We have an Invis Pasha.
Yeah, he's waiting.
Here we go.
To jump in forward, and now with the Purification, you've still got Assassination available, but it's only been required for this. With a rolling boulder forward, oh LeBron, do you really want a piece of this? Like, yeah, he's going to come into it. No one knows he needs a little bit more damage. Now starts the Assassination. The damage output is enough. They give a double kill. The response scrappy and then punished by Virtus Pro.
Yeah, he's going to have that Dominator finished up very shortly. For himself. Oh, Solo even snatches the bounty room.
Rolling Boulder's coming in forward, but Lil just gets the Fissure stun off. They have enough damage with the stun down if you can get the totem hit. No, Lil just starts his TP, so does Solo. Lil is out and Solo, he doesn't get out. In fact, neither does Lil.
Nice response. 2 TPs from the safe lane. Braun also being there.
Madness movement from Elements.
Yeah, they're waiting. Lil knows exactly where it's coming from.
And they find their target, Lil.
It's an Invis rune.
He wants to tank it. He doesn't know about the Invis rune. That's why the Storm is actually going to create a little bit of problems with the stun. Also doing its work from Lil. So much damage and time. Do they have enough? Ramses has the Omnislash available. LeBron's is going to be brought down to double kill for Ramses already. They walk around the wall, and now it's up with the Omnislash to get a quick kill over to Mitch and turn the attention over towards Swiftling. He does bring down the SD, but no, with the stun and the Guardian Angel, they can't do enough damage to actually find a kill on the TPing out Jugger. TPing our sniper. But Swiftling, hopefully, if he can just get something as well, a double kill, picking up Pasha, moving forward. The Iron Shell's going to wear off in just a moment, and Ramsey's a little bit too tanky for him to get that kill as well.
Solo does get his smoke broken, so they do know that the Weaver's on the high ground. He's got a sentry ready for it too.
But thanks to the Observer Ward, which is down from Elements, they see it. Oh no, we got the sentry. The disruption out, and the Fissure. The timing was a little bit off, but commit the Echo Slam. And Ramses also commits the Omni Slash. That's what got him the kill.
They have all the different forms of counter initiation, and VP is very spread out.
Yep.
Lil is all the way in the top side. Solo is spread out too.
At least that disruption was then used. So the Kuroky gets sniped on the back lines. This happened just before the fight begins. So Lil waiting in the tree lines. He gets the Fissure and the Echo Slam control on the back. While Mitch is in a hell of a lot of trouble up. He took the big brunt of the Omni Slash damage, but a lot of the abilities committed by Virtus Pro. Maybe now Elements can get their opening forward. Maybe there is something, but Earthshaker, who's just going to come off cooldown. OD drops the hammer, doesn't find the kill. The Glimpse pulling no one back in again. Cole does have that double kill. They turn their attention towards where now? Ramses appears to be the primary target, and he'll start off his TP. With the repel, they have nothing to stop that, so they move on to a different target. It's Pasha around the tree lines, the back from Mitch, able to reach him in, and triple kill for Cole. Elements finally getting themselves something really worth talking about.
Problems in the back, and then Goji getting a really nice glimpse off on no one with the Static Storm on top.
Solo's using first the catch at a scout.
Oh my god, Cole's dying.
Yeah, Ramses was having his quick run in too. He has a self-imprisonment. Ramses then just starts up the spin. A quick jump up, however. He had the Blink Dagger available, and it's up to Swiftling. Maybe he can get that kill over on Solo. The bugs are on him. Mitch back and back in again, actually pulling in Lil with him. Still has the blink available, but no fissure, no stun up, and that's why Cole jumps further to the north. They're actually trapping Virtus Pro around the pit. This is the fight for elements, but can they keep it up with a kick forward? Yes, they can. LeBron can do it, and now the supports will fall too. It's already a triple kill for Cole. It's about to be more an ultra kill for Cole. The OD fighting through that with 48 stolen intelligence, and now Roshan, what Virtus Pro tried to stop happening. Gonna lose one of these right now. They're planning down more and they see the dire one. So here comes the Swarm. Connected over on ramps as well as Roshan, rolling boulder. The kick is perfect with the Dark Steel wall, but Echo Slam from Lil, and the fissure hit! Oh my lord, Elements pop it really hard. Roshan is still slayed by the Radiant side, and no one sits inside the pit in relative safety, picking off these illusions, turning his attention over towards the OD. A defensive imprisonment will save him for a little bit longer. Goggy, he can't run away in time. Elements will be wiped, and Virtus Pro, not only do they claim Roshan, they hold the Aegis, and they wipe Elements. The creep wave in through the mid, there's no backdoor regeneration. Fortification will have to be triggered by Elements, but with the R4 behind him, Ramsey's already doing a lot of damage. He's going to try and finish up the melee ranks. It's not done yet, it's now actually going to tick out. There's no one doing the work from range. And the glimpse, well, there's no hold this time for Ramsey. His spin is back up again. Without that storm from the Disruptor, they can't really punish the Juggernaut.
Why not again?
There's observers and sentries down from Virtus Pro, so they'll see normal maneuvering around the back, but they won't see this. The tier 3 tower is already down.
They get the scan off.
They have to look.
Scan.
They have to look for the tree line. They have to look for the tree line right now. Elements to try and find Lil. Mitch, the kick is nice. They catch out the Juggernaut, but then the pushback from the sniper. He gets the range, and Lil holds the OD in position. That's the bigger one. Cole's going to get almost no damage off in this fight. Lil keeps the control, continuously going over on the Disruptor. Assassination's not enough to get one. Quick time lapse out, buybacks galore. But now, right, I think VP is farming illusions more than they're farming heroes. I'll now correct that as they've gone inside the base.
Swift ending gets grabbed down in Sccc as well, and he just gets blown up.
Very, very difficult to defend this, but it's all or nothing. That's why they commit the buyback. Fitz with another back. The OD ulti is good enough. Four-man kick, but Lil's fissure, it may have created enough space for Guardian Angel as well as the Purification to come up. So Lil will do even more work for his team. Aegis Immortal triggered over on the sniper. His Hurricane Pike's available so he can push himself down. Right now he's just standing his ground against Mitch. No one just wants to be a beast. He'll push back Goggy, but he'll finally fall. Cole with that 40 stolen intelligence, they do repel them, but the cost is insanely great. There was
5 buybacks, but now just peeping from the low ground, they claim the range racks.
Here we go again. So round 2, we'll see how much it's going to cost VP to push or Elements to defend. Solo isolated on the back lines. Again, that wall is a big ulti from the OD, but the Omni Flash just destroys out the OD. 100 seconds for him on the sidelines. This is where the buybacks are really, really punishing. The death timers are so long. Swift had no other choice. He had to time lapse out now. A quick jump away, but the Assassinations there, an ultra kill for no one, and that is good game, well played. Taking 32 minutes and almost 32 seconds to wrap up this game. Virtus Pro will win first quarter final.